Good morning everybody. Welcome to your Catalan Live skills session. Before we get started, you are going to need 3 small obstacles for this session. So they don't have to be anything special. I'm just using some tins of spaghetti hoops here. You can use toys, you can use anything that's not going to move around and something that you can leave in position because we're going to be doing a lot of dribbling today. So make sure you've got 3 small obstacles. Go grab them from the kitchen now and we're going to be getting started in a couple of minutes once you've got all your opposites. Right guys, we'll give you another minute or so to grab your obstacles. We are going to be doing a lot of dribbling today because we are doing a Lionel Messi session, and as everybody knows, Lionel Messi is one of the greatest dribblers of all time. So you guys are going to need some obstacles today for your dribbling. As usual, we have got 3 footballs ready for you. We've got our advanced ball over here. The advanced ball is usually for players that are 10 or above, or for players that are under the age of 10 but very advanced and very tricky with their feet. Then we've got the intermediate ball in the middle. The intermediate ball is for 8-year-olds and 9-year-olds and 7-year-olds. So anybody that's 7 to 9 or anybody who's feeling like the advanced is a bit too hard, you guys can always train along with the intermediate ball. And then we've got the Niños ball over here for my 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds. Again, if you feel like the intermediate ball is a bit too tough, you can always go down, but you can always go up too. And I always get messages from parents saying that their kids started with one ball and moved up to the next ball. If you want to do that during the session, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, because this is a Lionel Messi session, we've got a bit of a quiz as well that's going to be going on, and all the trivia is going to be about Messi. So you're going to need your best knowledge of the little Argentinian fella, and basically you're trying to answer in the comments down below to let us know the answer to the question, but all the questions are multiple choice to give you guys a little bit of help because some of the questions are quite tough. Right guys, so we're going to get started with your warm-up as long as everybody's got their 3 obstacles ready for me. We're not going to use those for the warm-up, we are just going to use your ball. So everybody get your ball. We're going to get into the position. I'll move my spaghetti out of the way first. And we're going to get started with your warm-up. The first part of the warm-up is nice and simple. It's just going to be some fast feet around the ball. Just nice small little steps. Work the arms at the same time as you work the feet. And we're just going fast feet around the ball. When you've done 3 circles of the ball, I want you to change direction and go back the opposite way. So we always go in both directions. Keep your hips and keep your feet facing forward at all times. You guys go, and I'm going to talk you through why we're doing this. Now, Lionel Messi's got very, very quick feet. He got quick feet and quick control of the ball by practicing those fast movements. So you've got to keep your feet moving lots today. I'm going to go grab my timer, so we've got that ready for the session. And if you haven't got one, you should have a drink. So make sure you've got your drink ready as well. So guys, the next part of the warm-up, you guys can stop now. And then we're going to go to the next part. So the next part of the warm-up is just going to be some little jumps in the air. So we're going to squat down nice and low. We're going to jump and land just like that. Squat down nice and low, and then jump nice and easy. Down, bend the knees, then get nice and high. As you jump, the legs should stay quite straight. So watch how I don't bring my knees up in the air. I'm just going down, up, little bounce. Now, we're going to factor in the fast feet at the same time as the jump. So for this part, we're going to go high. And as we land, we're going to keep our feet moving fast. So what I want you to try and do here, watch my feet now. We're going to go fast feet, jump. Fast feet as soon as you land. Jump, jump, just like that. So keep that rhythm going. You guys get ready to start. I'm going to start the timer. We've got 20 seconds. Fast feet, into the jump. Fast feet, into the jump. Are you ready? Steady, go. Everybody start with fast feet and jump. Get nice and high. Keep the fast feet going when you land, remember. Jump, get up there nice and high as you can, but keep your fast feet moving. 3, 2, 1, jump. Well done guys, nice big jump. Keep those feet moving fast as you can. You got 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done, that should have got your heart rate up a little bit. Should be getting a little bit warmer for the session because it's a bit colder today. Not as nice and sunny as it was last week. Okay, next bit is nice and simple. I'm going to move my ball out of the way for this bit. So we're going to do some side steps and some squats. So squats are going to go down nice and low, and the side steps are just going to bounce from side to side, but without our feet touching. So we're going to bounce across, little squat, back up, bounce across, squat, back up, just like that. Try and keep your back nice and straight. Watch how when I squat, I don't bend my head forward, my knees bend, but the back stays straight. Everyone got that? So we're going to do that for your warm-up now. We've got 3, 2, 1, off you go. We're going to side step and squat, back up to the top, and then start your side step again. Make sure those feet are not hitting each other as you side step, just like that. Try and increase your speed on your side step now. Can you go quick, squat, and quick again? Everybody keep that speed up for another 10 seconds. Well done. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it there. Guys, that is excellent so far. Now, your obstacles we're not going to need for round 1 or round 2. We're going to need them for round 3. So make sure these are somewhere out of the way where they're not going to knock your ball over or bump into you, cause you any problems. Move those for now. As always, make sure you've got your drink ready. Make sure that you've got everything out of the way that's in the middle of the floor. So you might need to move a rug so you don't slip on it. You might need to move your Xbox controller so you don't stand on it. Move the dog out of the way. Maybe shut that door and keep the dog out of the way of the ball. Right, so we're going to get your ball out now. Now, before we do, I've got 2 shout-outs to do. One for Oliver Shanahan, who's not wearing his Messi shirt today. He's got his Ronaldo shirt on. He's wearing one of Messi's rival shirts. Fantastic to have you, Ollie. And we've also got Owen DeMello. He's wearing his Tottenham shirt. He's a big Tottenham fan. So, well done to Tottenham on getting to the Champions League against Liverpool. They did amazing, didn't they? Right, guys. So, first part's really, really simple. What we're going to do here is we're going to work the inside and the outside of the feet quite a lot today, because one of Messi's best moves is his little inside-outside moves where he drops the shoulder and he dodges around defenders. But we're not going to start that fast. So what we're going to do, both feet behind the ball, nice and easy, and we're going to dodge from left to right, just like that, and then we're going to go inside and outside. See that? So we dodge, outside, inside. Dodge, we dodge, inside, outside. Dodge, dodge, outside, inside. Looks nice and simple, but it's harder than it looks. All right. For the intermediate players, you guys are going to work your insides and outsides, but stood on one foot. So it's try and work the outside and the inside of the ball, but try not to touch the floor. Look how delicate I'm being with the ball. Don't take massive touches on that one. Have a little practice now. Then, for my advanced players, we're going to try and work the same thing, but we're going to hop as we do it. So we're going to go outside, inside, just like that. And we're going to try and hop on one foot. You can use strong foot on the ball, weak foot for your hop. Everybody have a little practice now, just for 10 seconds, before we start the timer. Are you ready? Steady. Off you go. You've got 30 seconds of practice now. I want you to keep working the inside and the outside of the ball. Even though we're working at high speed, we're trying to be soft with the ball. You don't want to go too hard with the ball here. It'll bounce away from your feet. You'll lose control. So keep that ball nice and soft on your feet. We're going inside to outside. Remember, my advanced players, keep bouncing, keep the hop going. Remember, my intermediate players, try and keep your balance. Try and hold it as long as you can without falling. And for those niños, remember, we are dodging from side to side. Keep your feet moving as much as you can. For 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Great start, guys. Well done, everybody. Now, we're going to move on to the next stage. Remember, this session always gets a little bit harder as the round goes on. So that was only the first stage of round 1. So, the second stage we're going to do now. For my niño players, we are going to go inside, outside, and then stop it with your sole. You see that? So we go inside, we go outside, and we stop it with the bottom of your foot. It's how many touches? Count them with me. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. You guys are going to practice that now. And as you're practicing, we'll explain what the intermediate player's doing. You guys are going to go inside, outside, sole. But you're trying to do it with one foot staying on the floor. You see that? So we go inside, outside, and stop it. So you can do it again. Inside, outside, stop it. Inside, outside, stop it. Inside, outside, stop it. See if you can do all 3 touches without your foot coming down and touching the floor. And then, my advanced players, we're going to try and do this, but with the left foot having a little hop now. So as we go inside, we hop, outside, we hop, and then we finish on the ball. You see that? We go inside, outside, hop. Inside, outside, hop. So it's 3 quick touches, just like that. Try and keep that rhythm where we just touch the ball very gently and make sure you finish with your foot on top of the ball. Everybody should have had a little bit of a practice now. You should know your rhythm. We've got 45 seconds on this one. It's a tricky skill, so we're going to work it for a little bit longer. Everybody, off you go. So 45 seconds, and we're going to work the inside, the outside, and then we're using the sole. Remember that final touch is with the foot on top of the ball. You're trying to keep control, you're trying to keep your balance, and work as fast as you can. So if you're working really quickly, the ball might bounce away from your feet a little bit. So try and keep your feet moving as fast as you can, but try and stay soft with the ball. Control is everything, speed comes second. If you can do both at the same time, that's called precision. Keep that up if you can too. We've got 3, in fact no, we're going for the 15 seconds, we're doing 45 on this one. So remember, We are always working the inside and the outside and the sole today. One of Messi's favourite moves, especially with that little drop of the shoulder that he likes. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done, guys. Grab yourself a quick drink. I'm going to grab mine. Important that we stay hydrated today. Just because it's not quite as hot doesn't mean we don't need our drink. I'm drinking a nice cup of tea. I wonder how many kids drink tea. I never drank tea as a kid. You guys drink tea at home? Let me know in the comments if you guys like a cup of tea. Maybe a hot chocolate. Alright, so round 2. Now round 2 we're going to start to work on one of Messi's favourite skills, which is scooping the ball up in the air. Now because of the scoop that goes up in the air, things might get a little bit messy, is probably the best word to use. So we're not going to work with the ball flying around all over the place now. We're going to be quite careful. And our youngest players are going to use our hands here to help them. So the first part of the scoop is really simple. So my advanced players are going to start where you guys are trying to scoop the ball and catch in one hand. You see that? I'm only catching it in one hand. So we're going to scoop the ball and try and catch in one hand. My intermediate players, it's a little bit harder for you. So we're going to do the scoop and catch, but we're going to roll it back, then scoop and catch. Easy as that. If you want to be clever, you can try and use both feet, but you are allowed to roll the ball backwards before you do your scoop. And then my Nino players, you guys are actually going to use your hand all the way through here. If you're 4, 5 or 6, grab your ball, put one hand on top of it, scoop, and then try and catch it. So watch that again. We go hand on top of the ball, we scoop, and then try and catch. Easy as that. Everybody got it? Everybody know what they're doing? Remember, for my advanced players, you've only got one hand to catch it. You try and scoop it, but only catch it in one hand. Everyone got it? You've got 30 seconds of practice to get your scoop correct. I'm going to give you some tips as we go. So we'll start that 30-second timer now. Remember, with your scoop, you are going to need to turn your toes up. Curl those toes up, that helps you get extra height. If your toes stay down, you won't get the height that you need. If your toes stay down, you'll probably flick the ball straight into the TV. So we need to make sure we curl those toes up, get that ball nice and high. Remember, for my intermediate players, you guys can use a roll back and scoop before you catch. And remember, for my advanced players, you don't get the roll back, you are just rolling it. Sorry, you are just scooping it straight into your hands. Not easy to do that one. We've got 3, 2, 1. Well done. How are your scoops? Did you do okay? Did you break anything? Have you hit mum on the head yet? No? Oh, good. You did all right. Now, first question. Lionel Messi trivia. Everything is going to be multiple choice today. So remember, if you're not sure of the answer, just have a guess. You've got 3 answers to choose from on this one. How many goals has Lionel Messi scored this season? Now, usually Messi scores a lot of goals in a season, but this season's been stopped quite short. So, how many goals has Messi scored so far this season? I'll give you 3 choices. Is it 15 goals, 19 goals, or 21 goals? You guys let me know who you think it is in the comments. Is it A, B, or C? Is it 15 goals? Is it 19 goals? Or is it 21 goals? You guys have a guess how many you think he's scored. Alright, now, while you're thinking about that question, I'm going to move on to the next part. So now we're going to work our scoops again. My Nino's players, we are not using our hand now. We are just using one finger. Point to me, one finger. That's all you've got. So we're going to have one finger on the top of the ball, and we're going to try and roll it onto our foot and scoop, and then try and catch. Easy as that. For my intermediate players, we are going to do the roll and catch, but you've only got one hand. Now I use my weak foot there because I like to test myself with this one. If you're really clever, maybe do weak foot, strong foot, weak foot, strong foot. Look, I'm going left foot to right foot, yellow to red. For my advanced players, this one is all weak foot here. Now this is hard. You might want to face away from the TV for this one. See if you can get your weak foot under the ball into a catch. So weak foot scoop, you're going to bring that knee up, get it nice and high. We're going to curl those toes up towards the roof, towards the ceiling to then get your catch. If your ball starts to creep forwards, have a little reset before you do your next one so you don't end up running straight through the wall. Everybody got it? We've got 30 seconds of practice. Off you go. So remember, with the scoop, we're trying to curl those toes up. This is excellent for passing, and it makes it really difficult for defenders to intercept your pass. So sometimes a defender will read where the ball's going and he'll think he can stick his foot out and get it, but then the scoop takes the ball up and over, makes it really difficult to intercept. So really useful to be able to do this, especially on both feet for those advanced players. We've got another 10 seconds left, so keep those scoops going. Remember, Ninos, you're only allowed one finger. Remember, for my intermediate players, we're trying to use our weak foot and we're only catching in one hand if we can. Okay, one hand would be great there. And for my advanced players who are stopping now, you guys were only using weak foot. Well done. Guys, that was excellent. Remember with scooping, it's very important that you're able to control the height. So we don't want to send it too high, we don't want to not get any height on it. Controlling the height's really important. So if you're ever playing with the ball against the wall, a great way to practice your scoops is just start with your ball and try and do a small scoop, just like that, and then try and do a bigger scoop, just like that, and then you'll get the practice where you can get really high scoops, and then when you go to pass, you'll be able to pick what height you want. Well done, guys. All right, first answer. Grab a drink while I tell you how many goals Lionel Messi has scored this season. The correct answer, well done, if you got 19. So B was the correct answer, 19 goals. 21 was a bit of a false answer because that's how many Ronaldo scored this season. So well done if you got 19. Unfortunately, 21 and 15 were the wrong answers. We're going to go to the next question, which is, it's not about goals this one, it's about assists. So same question, how many assists has Messi got this season? Your three options you've got are either 10, 11 or 12. Have a guess if you don't know the answer. If you do know the answer, congratulations, well done. Write that down in the comments below this video. Let us know how many you think assists. So how many times has Messi set up a goal this season? Is it A, 10, is it B, 11, or is it C, 12? You guys have a guess. All right, now we're going to move on to the next part of your scoops. So for my advanced players, we are going for the scoop and trap. So I'm going to start with the ball here. We're going to scoop it and then try and trap it. You see that? So I'm going to try and stop the ball. Oh, don't hit yourself in the face. All right? We're trying to get the ball nice and high, just like that, and stamp on it for the little trap. And then for the intermediate players, we're going to try and do the same thing, but for you guys, I don't mind if you catch it in between. So try and do the scoop and trap if you can, but if you need to go scoop, catch, then trap, that one's okay. So you guys have a work at your level, see what you're capable of doing. And then for my Nino players, we are going to go for the scoop, and then we're going to go bounce, and then stop. So you're going to try and do a little scoop, and then stop. You can use your hand if you need to. Scoop, bounce, and then stop. Scoop, bounce, and then stop. So everybody's going to use that sole of the foot now. This is great for working your control as well as your scoops. So we've got 45 seconds on this one. You guys off you go. We'll get the counter time in 45 seconds now. And remember, we are trying to go up, but we are trying to get down on the ball as well. This is great for control when you're receiving passes to be able to get your foot on top of that ball. So use the bottom of your foot, squash the top of the ball. Remember for my Ninos, you can use your hand if you need to. Let it bounce, and then try and put your foot down on top of the ball to control it. Really important skill that for Ninos to be able to get that ball under control. For my advanced players, if you're feeling really fancy, could you go weak foot on your scoop? Can you get some height on that one? Can you go right foot scoop, left foot trap? Mix it up a little bit and see if you guys can use both feet for your scoop and trap. We've got another 3, 2, 1, and stop there. 45 seconds. Excellent, guys. You did really, really well there. That is not an easy one. With scoops, remember, this is the kind of skill where you will be losing the ball most of the time. You're sending the ball to someone else. It's very rare that you would need to do a scoop straight up in the air, but it's useful going over goalkeepers, past defenders, through gaps in between defenders. It's a very useful skill, which is why Messi uses it so much. You guys might remember some of the goals that he scored from scooping the ball over the top of a goalkeeper. Okay, so we're going to go on to your quiz questions. Who got the right answer? How many assists did Messi get this season? How many goals did he set up this season? Was it 10, 11 or 12? Massive congratulations if you got C as the correct answer. 12 was the right answer. Well done if you got 12 as your answer. All right, now we're going to take a little break here. And now when we take a little break, we are going to set up our next part. So, the way I've got the ball set up here in like a straight line, you're going to do the same thing with your obstacles. So, we're going to go one just here, one just there, and then your final one's just going to go on the end. So you're just making like a little straight line. Really, really simple straight line. Try and make sure there's at least one big step between them. So you've got a big gap in between. That will make sure you've got plenty of room for this, okay? There you go. You guys let me know when you're ready. Shout at the TV or shout at your iPad or whatever you're playing on. Let me know when you are ready. Everybody ready? Perfect. Right, so we've got a nice straight line with one big step in between. Not hard to measure because it's just one big step. What we're going to do now is dribble and use some of those inside and those outside touches that we use right at the start of the session. Okay, so here's how the game is going to work. Really simple. Start at the very end. We are going to dribble between the first 2 tins or obstacles, whatever you're using, and then we're going to change and go back through here. We're going to dribble around the edge. We're going to come back in here, and we're just going to draw that same pattern every time. It's like a number 8. So we do the first part of the 8, the second part, we come round the outside, and then we come back in, just like that. I'm going to move my tin slightly further away from the wall. Make sure you've got a little bit of room either side, okay? Now the good thing about this is everybody's going to do the same thing, but we're all working at our own level. So for Niños players, you guys can walk through this. You can walk through as slow as you want. That's absolutely fine. For my intermediate players, you guys should be trying to work on your strong foot, but with a bit of speed and some really short, sharp little touches in here. We're working small on purpose because we want you guys to keep control. For my advanced players, I want you to work really fast and maybe even use both feet as you go through. Try and get really tidy through there. Use left, use right. Don't knock the tins over. If the ball loses control, just get it back in control nice and quick. And move that ball as fast as you can. So this game is all about going as fast as you can go. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no pass, there's no fail. It's all about how fast you can go. Some people will go faster than others, some people will go slow. Go as fast as you think you can go without losing control of the ball. Everyone ready? Are we set? Off you go. You've got 45 seconds on this one. Now I'm going to talk you through it. The smaller your touches, the better. This is what I call a messy dribble. And a messy dribble goes step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. You're trying to touch the ball every time you take a step, and you're trying to step every time you take a touch. Exactly, you've got it. So we go step and touch, step and touch, step and touch. And we take those touches really, really small, and we keep control of the ball. Remember, we are working on speed and control at the same time here. The reason Messi's so good is not because he's got great control, and not because he's got great speed, but because he's got both at the same time. That's why he's the best. That's why he's so good at dribbling, and that's why he never loses the ball unless someone really, really fouls him. So guys, you've done really, really well so far. We've got the last couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, and hold it there. That's not bad. But remember, we haven't made it too hard yet. All we've said is just go around the obstacles. Remember, you're working at your own speed, so we're trying to go nice and quick if we can, but slow things down if you need to. And if you do knock something over, if your team goes flying, just reset it back in the middle and make sure you can go again. Right, so the next one that we're going to do now, I want all players to try and speed things up, but we're going to make things a little bit harder. So for my Niños, I want you to just go as fast as you can now. Try and go as quick as you can, and your ball might roll away a little bit, but that's okay. Just try and keep it in there as much as you can. And it might get a little bit more messy now, but that's okay. It is a messy session, that's allowed. For my intermediate players and for my advanced players, we are using our weak foot only. So I'm going to go yellow sock, left foot all the way, but I'm still trying to work at speed. You see that? I'm still working with small touches and keeping control, but I'm only working on my weak foot. Who thinks they can go just as fast on their weak foot? Maybe not. Maybe you can't. Most people probably can't. It's okay to slow down a little bit here, but try and push yourself, see how fast you can go. Are we ready? Are we steady? Off you go. We've got another 45 seconds. Remember, beginners, you guys are trying to go as quick as you can. You might lose control of the ball a little bit. That's okay. Get the ball back into play. Get back on your figure of 8. Do as many as you can in a row. See how many you can do before the timer stops. For my intermediate and my advanced players, I want you guys to work weak foot only. Don't use your strong foot at all. See if you can only use weak foot, weak foot, weak foot. You're going to need the inside. You're going to need the outside. You might even need the sole a little bit for this one if things go wrong. But work both feet as much as you can. You've got 15 seconds to do 2 more. Come on, can you get 2 more figure of 8s in? Get through as fast as you can. Keep control of the ball. Don't fall over. Don't knock the tins over. Keep going as quick as you can. You've got 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Guys, that was a brilliant round. Well done. That is not easy, especially when you're trying to be very careful and try and move at top speed at the same time. Everybody grab yourselves a drink. You've done really, really well there. I've got a couple more shout outs to do. I've got Charlie Corwood. Charlie, thank you for joining us. I know it's not the first time you've been here. Charlie's always watching. Did he pick Messi or Ronaldo? Apparently he couldn't decide this morning between Messi and Ronaldo. Hope he picked Messi, dude. He's my favourite. We've also got Micah and Joshua, both in their Ronaldo shirts. Show me a Ronaldo celebration, boys. Excellent to have you. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Now, next question before we go to the next part. This is how many goals has Messi scored in his whole career? This is for Argentina and Barcelona. This is for Champions League games, league games, Spanish Cup games, any game he's ever played in. How many goals has Messi scored? Okay, we're going to narrow it down a little bit because that is a hard question. It is either 538 goals or 638 goals or 738 goals. So what do you think? Is it A, 538? Is it B, 638? or is it C, 738? You guys have a guess, and while you're doing that, I'm going to show you the next part of the drill. Is it A, B, or C? Right guys, next part we're going to go back into our figure of 8. So, for our niños now, I want you guys to try and use both feet now. I want you to go red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. Try and work both feet, but still try and do that number 8 around the obstacles, just like that. Watch how I'm using left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Every single time I take a touch, it's with a different foot. Now, for my intermediate and my advanced players, you guys are going to do this one together. What I want you guys to try and do now is do your inside, outside. So we go inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. You're trying to work as often as you can with the inside and the outside of the foot. You see that? There's a little inside, outside in the middle. There's a little outside, inside, inside, outside. You're trying to work your inside, outside. It'd be really good now for my intermediate and my advanced players to change feet after one. So do one on your red sock, just like that. And then when you get to the end, you're going to quickly swap feet, and now I'm on the yellow sock. You see that quick changeover? It happens in the blink of an eye. When you get to the end, swap your feet. Are you ready to go? We've got 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Remember, we're working as fast as we can, working the inside and the outside of the foot, and we're trying to work both feet. My intermediate, my advanced players, we've got to be good with both feet here. Try and sharpen your dribbling on your right foot and on your left foot. Keep it going. Let's see who got the quiz question right as well at the end. Not an easy one now, that's why I gave you 3 choices, because it's a very, very tough one to know exactly how many goals Messi has scored. You guys keep your feet going, keep the pattern going, keep dribbling all the way around, inside and outside. Make sure we're using both feet as often as we can, and we're going to dance through those cones, whoa, just like that. If things go wrong, you might need a skill to make a little correction. We got 3, 2, 1, and we will stop it there just before 45 seconds. Well done guys. Alright, quiz answer. Well done. If you put 738, okay? So it wasn't 600, it wasn't 500, it was 738. So C was the correct answer. 738 goals. That is unbelievable. But how many matches do you think it's taken him to get to 738 goals? That's the next question. How many matches has Messi played in his career? So he scored 738 goals. How many matches has he played? Did he do it in 750? Did he do it in 760? Or did he do it in 770? So you guys have a guess. It's either 770, 760 or 750. Let me know in the comments down below how many matches did it take Messi to score 738 goals. Give it a guess. There we go guys. Right, we are going to move on to the final part, which is our lightning round. So what I want you guys to do now is arrange in a straight line, so it's pointing towards me. So a straight line like you had before, and now you're going to point it towards me. Simple as that. Everyone got it? Give you 30 seconds to set it up, move your obstacles around or your cones. Make sure again you've got at least one big step in between all your obstacles, and we'll get ready for your lightning round. Right, this is how you're going to start the lightning round. We're going to start here at the end of the row. You should be able to see me all the way over here. Now what we're going to do is run through our figure of 8, just like this, and get to the end. You see that? Nice and easy. When you get to the end, we are going to start to work our inside-outsides. And when I clap, you are going to turn and go back through as quick as you possibly can to the end. When you get to the end, you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and work those inside-outsides until you hear the clap. Then what do? When you hear the clap, you go back through, quick as you can, loads of small touches, get to the end, show me those inside-outsides. This is tiring. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. We're going to go as fast as we possibly can. And what we are not going to do is lose control of our ball. Give it your absolute best, guys. Are you ready? You've got 30 seconds, starting now. Off you go, 30 seconds. How many can you do from end to end? Remember, we're working the inside and the outside. We're making sure that when we get to the end, we do our inside, outside, inside, outside. Do as many as you can. For our beginner players, you can walk through it if you need to. For my advanced players, try and keep those feet bouncing. Off you go. We're going all the way through. Fast as we can. Get to the end. Stop your ball. We're going to work that feet. Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Clap. All the way through again. Quick as you possibly can. When you get to the end, can you change feet for me? Can we go inside, outside, left foot? How good are you? Can you work both feet? Clap, off you go. Go through as quick as you possibly can. Through that little figure of 8 slalom. There we go. Oh, I nearly knocked my tin over. Don't knock your tins over. Keep those feet going as long as you possibly can. We've got 5 seconds left. We're going to clap, get all the way through. Finish with some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And stop there. Woo! That is hard work. Whew, tiring, isn't it? Wow, well done. 45 seconds of fast feet, of inside-outsides, of dribble slaloms, just like Messi. We're going to move on to your next question. Let's give you a little breather before the next round of the lightning round. Oh, in fact, no, it's not the next question yet, is it? It's the next answer, then the next question. So the next answer, I said, how many games did it take Messi to score 738 goals? Unbelievably, he did it in 750 matches. So he nearly scored a goal every game for 750 matches. Massive well done if you got 750 as the right answer. You were pretty close if you said the 760 or the 770. You weren't too far away, but it only took him 750 games to score 738 goals. Unbelievable, Jeff. All right, I'm going to move on to your final question in a moment. But before we do that, we are now going to use our obstacles to just make a small little triangle, just like this. It doesn't have to be too big. Make sure you've got a little bit of space to the side. And move these balls out of the way to make sure we can see everything. So make sure you've got a little bit of space to the side of the ball. Make sure you've got a little bit of space around the triangle, just like this. And then each side of the triangle should be roughly the same length. One big stride, just like that. We are going to go again for another 45 seconds, but in that 45 seconds, I'm going to show you exactly how this works. We're going to work the inside and the outside of the foot. We're going to work both feet. We're going to turn, we're going to change direction, okay? So this is how the game works. It looks simple. All you're doing is going around the triangle. So once the timer starts, we're going to go around the triangle together. Have a little practice now. I'm just using the outside of my right foot, nice and tight on those cuts all the way around. If you hear me clap like that, I want you guys to turn as quick as you can and go round with the opposite foot. You see how I changed to yellow sock there? So we're going to go yellow sock all the way around. What happens if you hear that clap? It's a quick turn and change feet. You see that? Just right foot all the way around. That's enough of me doing it. Now it's time for you to do it. So we're going round the triangle as fast as you can. We're going to work the outside of the foot. And then when you hear the clap, what do? Change direction. Exactly. Are we ready to go? 3, 2, 1, off you go. So start your triangle. Maintain your speed. Use the outside of your foot. Remember the Messi dribble. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Keep those touches up as fast as you can. Go! Change direction. Remember, so it's a quick turn now, and as you turn, you're going to need to swap feet. We're going outside of the left foot here. Turn! Quick turn again, so we're going back the opposite way. A quick turn and we change feet again. Turn again! We're going outside left, 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 left. Go left foot, go as quick as you possibly can. There's no pass or fail on this one, it's all about as fast as you can go. Turn! Go back the other way. You should be back onto that strong foot now. We're going as quick as we can on that right foot. We'll keep it nice and close to the triangle. You got 2 more. Quick turn. Left foot, left foot, left foot, left foot. Right foot, right foot, right foot, right foot. Turn as quick as you possibly can and hold it there. Whew. Guys, well done. I don't know about you, but I thought because it's colder today, I'll put more layers on. And now I'm absolutely boiling. I'm too warm. I shouldn't have put so many layers on. Grab yourselves a drink, guys. You've earned it. Done absolutely brilliant there. Got one final question, one final answer, one final lightning round. Everybody got a drink? You're taking a rest? Perfect. Right, guys. Whew. That is hard work. So, we've got our little triangle set up. We're going to change the triangle slightly, okay? Not much, just slightly. Watch this. We're going to bring 2 cans forward, just like that. So 2 cans are closest to the screen. We bring 1 can to the back, like this. So I'm at the tip of the triangle, and we've moved it that way. You got it? So the bottom of the triangle's here, just like that. For the lightning round now, this is how the game's going to go. We are going to work our insides and our outsides, just like this. If you're a Nino, you can walk through yours and use the inside and the outside. If you're advanced, you can use inside, outside soles. So we can go inside, outside sole, inside, outside sole, inside, outside sole. If you're intermediate player, you want to slow that down a little bit, that's cool. But work as fast as you can. When you hear me clap, this is how the game's going to work. We are going to go in, we're going to go around between these 2. You see that? We're going to do our little figure of 8, and we're going to go back to the beginning. Did everybody get that? Were you watching carefully? So we're going to be working that inside outside. When you hear the clap, you are going to go down the left hand side. We're going to go round that obstacle. We're going to cut through the middle. We're going to go round this obstacle, back through the middle and back to the start. So we basically leave the first one, we do the figure of 8, we come back to the beginning. Everyone got that? Everyone start with your inside outsides. When you hear me clap, we're going to run that pattern as quick as you can. Try and get back before I do. See if you can beat me and get back before I finish. Are you ready? We're going to start the timer. Let's all work our inside outsides. Do it with both feet if you can. Try and bounce if you can. Ready? Go. Quick clap. We're going to go round, through the middle, round the outside, back to the beginning. I finished. Have you finished? Not bad. Good effort. Keep those inside outsides going. Remember, this is a lightning round, so I'm not going to stop. Ready? Go. Go as quick as you can. All the way around. Cut through the middle again. Back to the beginning. And I finished. Have you caught me up? And I ran to the wall. Keep going. Well done. Work those inside outsides. Inside outsides. Keep working. Keep working. Ready? Go. Fast as you can. Can you beat me? Can you beat me? Can you beat me? Are you fast enough? I'm going to have to use my left foot at the end. Well done. Stop your ball. And back to your inside outside. Got one final round. Let's just see if we can go weak foot only. Can we go weak foot around this pattern? Go. Go on left foot, left foot, left foot. And we go yellow all the way around it. Yellow dribble. Back through the middle. And stop. I finished. Did you beat me? Whew, that was hard work. Guys, well done. You've done absolutely brilliant there. That is a really hard workout. But all the stuff we've done today, do you agree you could do that at home in the garden? You could do it in the living room. I think if you're really careful, you can even do it in your bedroom. So there's no excuse for not sharpening your feet, speeding up your feet, improving your control. You can do it anywhere. All we needed was 3 little toys or 3 little beans or whatever you need. But guys, that session is really, really simple, but they're sometimes the best sessions because you get a lot out of them. You work a lot of touches. We had a lot of speed today. We worked our fitness too, which is a massive part of your football. You've done absolutely excellent today, guys. I've got one more question for you. How many Ballon d'Ors has Messi won? I've got a Ballon d'Or over here. Well, it's not quite a Ballon d'Or, it's just a yellow football. But how many Ballon d'Ors has Messi won? Is it 4, 5 or 6? How many do you think it is? So Messi has won the most out of everybody. Nobody's ever won more than Messi. How many has he won? 4, 5 or 6? Give me a pound if you get the right answer. Ready? You going to catch the pound? You ready? The answer is 6. So well done if you got the right answer. It wasn't 4, it wasn't 5. Ronaldo's won 5, but Messi's won 6. You ready to catch the pound? There you go. You can have it. Keep it. Guys, you've been absolutely brilliant today. A really tough session. One of the main things for me, the reason Messi's so good is the amount of practice he does. So while you guys are at home, try and spend at least half an hour every day touching the ball, dribbling with the ball, running with the ball, scooping the ball, getting it up in the air, getting it back down on the ground, using the inside and outside, use both feet. The more that you do that, the better you will get and the closer you will get to catching up the best player in the world. Guys, it's been fantastic to have you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you aren't watching our videos, you either need to be watching them on YouTube, like you are now. You can see them on TikTok. We're putting them on Facebook. We've got loads and loads of ways. Instagram too. If you aren't following us already, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, and follow us on Facebook. We've got some great content for you guys. We're trying to keep you guys entertained. And I promise together we will beat the boredom and we will kick out Corona if we keep playing our football, keep having fun, and keep doing our absolute best at home. Guys, stay safe. I will see you all next week. It's been fantastic to have you. I need a drink, so I'm going to get out of here. See you later, guys.